be.
Rather be in the crowd and just watching it happen.
No, looking away.
Looking away. Okay.
We have no choice but to look and watch. Lima.
You did tell Lima that PS2 is not a starter on this rule set. AC also one of the biggest proponents of this rule set. No way he was going to let that slide.
So we are going to small battlefield, like you were saying, like as close as we can get, basically. But we are looking down the barrel of Bayonetta versus Snake, which historically I believe has been Bayonetta's worst matchup in this game.
Yeah, I was watching MVD versus Lima yesterday. They were playing some money matches, I think, to prepare for this. And MVD was definitely taking the majority of them from what I saw.
And, you know, it's not for a lack of trying. Lima has been having a lot of coaching sessions with Salem as well, who plays Bayonetta, plays Snake, so tons of knowledge about both characters in the matchup. And that has been his primary sort of source of information for this matchup. But even with all of that going for him, right, he's had some impressive performances, but this is tough. And AC taking advantage right now. Already got Lima up to 112, and just one solid explosive and up tilt, all of that can take the stock.
Yeah, it's not like AC is short on experience with Bayonetta either. San Diego does have a couple of prominent Bayonetta players that are, you know, very talented and give AC plenty of matchup experience himself. So
Is Demon from San Diego?
Demon is not from San Diego,
Okay.
but there is like Pop down there who's very lab heavy with Bayonetta especially. So not a whole lot of tricks you're going to sneak by AC, it feels like.
Yeah, really nothing sneaking by the sneaky man himself, right? I am the man of covert operations. So you will not get one over on me. Lima, though, perfectly timing that back air right there. Does get a little extra damage courtesy of that grenade, but closing out the stock is always going to be tough because you have very limited amounts of confirms that you can actually use against Snake in this matchup. And meanwhile, AC is just saying, look, I'm going to continue to just throw this barrage at you, and Lima can't even get anything off of that witch time.
Oh my god, AC!
The three-piece getting that stock. And yeah, it seemed like every time Lima has, you know, all right, I have a witch time, I have some sort of opening, it has not worked out for him at all.
It's absolutely beautiful stuff from AC right now. And building up that damage, getting those confirms, being much more mindful of these witch times as well. He is working on a 3 stock over Lima right now, and it looks like it may just happen because Lima able to steal
You're not
it
allowed to
over.
commentators curse for your own players.
You
This
know,
ain't fair. This ain't fair.
you know, just you got to be.
Yeah, and I'm from
humble.
SoCal. AC looks like he's going to lose this match right now, and it's not going to be close.
Oh yeah, I mean, no
Use
chance.
your powers for
no
good,
chance for Lima
not for
right
evil.
now.
Jet, we need you to
I'm
be the
over here
median.
unbiased.
Yeah, we need you to break this up, Jet. We need help from
We're
an
just being
unbiased
reverse-
party.
Lima's
being
getting the combo
reverse
started
biased
right
for
now.
each of our players.
And it looks like it doesn't kill.
Yeah, like I was saying, absolutely no chance for Lima to make this comeback, though. Valiant effort.
Doing Lima's best.
Oh,
you
yeah.
just- the crouch into the up tilt is so dirty because a lot of your moves just do not connect at all.
Chasing up at Lima does have to be very careful because if he does detonate one of those grenades, Bayonetta's so light she may actually run the risk of dying off the top to those. Hold on a second. It's actually Lima off stage right now, but AC getting clipped will have to deal with the
That
ledge
back
trap
row makes me
scenario.
so angry.
It just lasts for a year and a half.
They just tilted
Why
Cloud
is it
up
so
there to
strong?
the side.
Why, he's just laying flat. Like, the core workout cannot do that much damage.
Flanking was a powerful force in our societal impact.
170%, meaning if there is a grab that happens, it is a guaranteed kill at this point.
Right, which is why there's no way that Lima can make this comeback.
You're absolutely right, Kimono.
Wow,
no
Kimono.
way at all.
What a genius.
It was almost like it was.
You would think
Right
as a
in front of us.
DFW, you would like
The entire
be
time.
on Lima's side. I don't get what you're
No,
up to.
no, I hate Dallas. Awful.
Anyway, this battle of commentators right now is almost as exciting as the battle of players.
Jet's looking at us like, shut up. Get back to the match. And he's right for it because honestly, still a good set. I mean, AC got off to such a hot start right there, but Lima did, to his credit, take that down to last stock, did start tightening up the screws, but you have to be so tight over the course of the whole set, and the adaptation especially is going to be key for Lima, right? Finding those opportunities where you can actually approach, because in most matchups you can bully your way in with Bayonetta, but not against Snake when he can just break out with those nades.
Yeah, I think it's interesting in specifically difficult matchups how it starts off and how the like internal meta of that match evolves as the games go on, you really have to think about, okay, well, I'm being beaten by, you know, these specific like level 1 options, these basic like, okay, I know he's using his grenades to control space, he's confirming off of them and stuff like that. Wait, is the stage pick that bad?
No, I just have terrible eyesight.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have an astigmatism, so I just have to squint to see anything.
No worries. But yeah, what I was saying is, as the games progress, as you know, Lima develops counterplay for AC's style of play, which is going to be distinctly different from MVD's, even though he was playing MVD yesterday. The match can evolve into a lot closer. Even though it's a bad matchup, there's certain things that you can catch out that are like player habits that can even the difference a little bit. Because like Lima is, you know, traditionally speaking, the higher ranked player, the supposedly higher seed. So that is something that like the better players can do in worse matchups, is they can take advantage of these specific player quirks and make the matchup a little bit more even.
Yeah,
And that is how you overcome bad matchups. You have to start saying, okay, if I'm not playing the matchup, I'm playing the player.
Right.
That's how it's going to go.
Yeah, and it looks like there's some sort of issue with one of the headsets, I believe, and against a character like Snake, where the audio is so important for things like the C4 detonation. No shade to Lima for wanting to take a minute to say, hey, can I get some working headphones up here so I can play to my very best?
Sometimes actually, like, that's a really good point. Sometimes you think, like, okay, I know it's annoying, but, like, at some point we have to keep going. But this is actually probably the most important matchup in terms of audio cues in the entire game.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, there. Oh,
Colonel.
man. I love the audio design of Smash Bros. I think it is just one of the things that has kept me like so engaged in every match. I always feel like I'm so much more of a part of it because of how the hits feel, how the moves sound. It's just a very different experience than I feel like a lot of other games. They don't quite have that satisfying, like I can tell what the move is and how strong it was just by the sound of it.
I don't know, have you ever been hit by corn up here? It sounds like you got hit with a wet pool noodle.
Okay, there are some notable exceptions.
I just like how Jet was like, you know what? This game's been out for 5 years. I'm going to hit them with a quick advertisement.
I just love it. I
You
love
got-
it.
you
It's
got, you
beautiful.
got the testimonial rolling right now.
Hey, you know, Nintendo doesn't pay me anything for this advertisement, but Nintendo,
Shocking.
if you're out there,
Shocking. Yeah, no,
crickets.
That might be the first
If you're out there,
money to
if
come
you're out
from
there,
them in Smash
help
at
us.
all.
help us.
Help us.
Uh,
You know who needs help right now? It's Lima.
The audio tech up there? Oh, okay.
I thought you were going to be like, Hungrybox is in need of a major comeback.
I've heard enough of that. I forgot about that ad. The Campbell's Chunky Soup ad.
I know.
A surprise save from Hungry Box's mother. Hey, we are on H-Box's. We're on H-Box's Twitch channel.
H-Box?
Hey, leave it for a story later.
Yeah, so for those of you who are wondering what's happening, like we said, we were getting headphones for, I think it was Lima.
Yeah.
We
There's
needed
some sort of
headphones, and
issue
we're
with the
trying to make sure
splitter, maybe?
that both of them have game audio. Both of them are able to hear that, as well as us still having game audio.
Yeah,
So-
well, we also do need that.
It would be kind of unlucky if we
Honestly,
lost it, but it's more important that they
I
have I
prefer
feel
it,
like.
but I would, yeah, if they need
If
to
it's
take
one
it
or
up-
the other, they got to take it from us. Like, I'll
Absolutely.
give it up.
Be fine.
Yeah, but it's more fun. I was just talking about how much I love watching the game with audio.
Yeah, that's why they're taking it away from you, Jet. You comment. We were over here commentating,
No
cursing
free
those players. You guys
advertising,
I
just
Jet.
got commentated
you
curse
played
myself.
yourself.
No free advertising.
Chat says just make the sound yourself. Go ahead. Just
Just
every time
make the
Snake
sound.
dash attacks.
True.
I'll just let you two commentate, and I'll just sit here just like doing
Acapellaing the whole time. You are a voice actor.
Ah!
That'd be so funny.
It looks like everything's underway. Hopefully,
I want to see somebody acapella a whole Smash match now.
That has happened.
Oh yes,
So
beautiful.
not
Wasn't that-
live, but
I think-
somebody did do that.
yeah,
I think that was like a. Oh, testing the headphones right now. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was Hugs did do something like that for like a stream goal, where they had to like make the sounds themselves for like a whole melee match.
I
Oh,
think
that
I saw
sounds funny.
somebody acapella like a specific stock. It was like maybe it was like the mango combo on Plub, like that
Oh,
one.
on the
insane-
windmill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was that one. I don't know. There was some specific sequence that I remember hearing somebody like hand draw and like voice the whole thing. It was super cool.
That's funny. That's a top 10 combo of all time.
Oh yeah. All right,
Big
moving
fan.
into this game 2. Gonna have a final destination as the pick. What do you think about this stage, Kimono?
I'm actually a little curious about that because this is traditionally a stage that Bayonetta struggles on a little bit more, but I'm guessing the idea here is that Lima really just wants to simplify the game plan, right? Say, look, I don't want to have to deal with the crazy amounts of stage control that Snake can leverage by putting grenades and C4 on platforms. I just want a very simple game.
It is kind of worrying. It can be so difficult to see that C4 on FD, how dark the stage is. He was going to have to keep his eyes peeled, looking out for that, and making sure he remembers. So not only does he have to look out for the audio cue, he has to make sure he's not sitting on top of it.
Quick, Archestra, where's the C4?
It's right underneath where he's standing right now. I can see it.
Yep, there you go.
Now, my best friend's a Snake player. I've been looking for that since day one.
This is
Love it.
now your job. As I've said earlier, my eyesight is bad. I have no chance. All right, AC, though, looking like he's got a good chance. Does get that burst stock off with that up tilt. Does get to play with the lead right here. And again, Lima not having too many confirms available to him on this character, especially being a little bit heavier. We'll just go ahead and say, all right, you're stuck in that shield. I'll go for the forward throw. I'll continue this juggle.
Still needing to find the stock, though, and this is one of Snake's biggest strengths, being able to just take advantage of, well,
Right, follow up to the slowed down grenade.
yeah.
Yeah, after getting hit by that, that was a really, really smart follow-up there by Lima. Again, like, simplifying the game, I think is the name of it. Because we were talking about it earlier, right? Bad matchup, you want to try to adapt to the player. So fewer platforms, fewer variables. I just want to get a good idea and a good handle on what AC is doing.
C4 also just detonated based on time on the right side. There is not one anymore. Something to look out for, since that's my job now.
Yo, let's go. Archestra, the C4 god.
I think you've passed the test.
God, let's go. Let's go.
Ooh, I love that AC tried to call out the cross-up on shield from the ABK, but Lima is usually so particular about where he's spacing that he tries not to generally cross up, especially if you're facing away from him with that ABK, because he does not want to risk, a good front out of shield option.
Just back to neutral right now. Both players kind of feel each other out. Lima looking for that back air. I'm kind of surprised the witch twist worked, but it's going to be a back air, and it's finally a lead for Lima.
Yeah, Lima finding that kill, and that's what I was talking about, figuring out players' habits, figuring out how they recover. Such a huge deal in matchups like this where you don't have the straight-up character advantage. You need to make something else work.
AC looking for that anti-air up tilt right there. Does get the stock
Nair.
with the Nair, so game goes back to even. Now down to one stock apiece.
Yeah, looking, really nice parry on the grenade, making sure that, Lima doesn't fall to any of these just normal setups that AC's been going for. But that time, the frame one pull was just enough to disrupt the combo.
Ooh, AC grenade in hand, and Lima did want to combo off of that. Did get a forward smash, wasn't enough to get the KO. Had to mind the grenades up there too, because that could have ended very poorly for Lima. And
Terrifying.
I love going through the stage right there because he knows that he can't snap the ledge with the witch twist there.
Okay, but I don't think AC has a jump. He's going to have to recover carefully, and it's not going to work out. Lima taking game number 2 in the FD counter pick, looking really solid for him.
And again, so unusual for Bayonetta, because usually that's not a stage she wants to be on. She loses a lot out of her combo game, but that's such a smart counter pick because you don't get a big combo game against Snake as Bayonetta. So again, simplifying that game plan, and I think that what we saw, especially there near the end, was Lima gets a lot of juggles on that stage too.
Yeah, not a lot of room to mix up where you're landing. Am I going low? Am I going on the platform? Nothing like that. You have a very small space that you can land on FD.
I do wonder if that's a little bit of a result of the money matches that were happening yesterday between Lima and AC. Maybe trying to develop the counterplay to a little bit more degree, figuring out the stages, making sure that, he knows what he wants in these matchups.
I'm sure MVD had input for him on that as well, saying, right, like, I think that this is really where Snake is going to struggle and, picking up that input, because Lima's a very observant player, too.
Yeah, and MVD is so smart and has so many, valuable opinions on the game, but already off the top, first stock is gone.
That is the power of Witch Twist 1, my friend. This is why Lima made a really big deal out of it when he found out that you can kind of consistently start hitting those because it leads, especially on platform stages, to big combos.
Yeah. On that up tilt on the platform, such an early stock taken, and the crowd is electric again. They love seeing SoCal versus an Invader.
There we go, Lima though stacking up some damage, not getting too aggressive against AC. He has been really, really good at minding where the C4 is as well. He's taking your job now.
Yeah, I'm
happy or not. I'm just here vibing as Xenoblade music. I'm having a great time.
Very true.
Yeah, definitely a lot less stressful than having to walk through this minefield right now as Lima has the advantage, not too worried about getting in, and I think this is definitely a little bit of a different play style we've seen from Lima with these platforms. Not feeling super confident about approaching. It's just like, all right, I have a lead. I need to sit back and figure out the best way in, and I don't have to force it.
Oh, that's a big commitment. There's no way that's just working, right? There's no way.
That's such a big call out there from AC.
Yeah, I mean, that was a read on getting up straight in place, not doing anything else.
Because I guess your thought is, well, I can't just, get up attack. I'm just going to get smoked by Snake. But in that position, yeah, I mean, that was so smart because a lot of people would just say, forward throw the Bayonetta off stage and I can get a great edge guard because I'm
These
Snake. I can do
downers
this.
are not looking great, I'll be honest. I'm not sure what the plan is there.
And now,
footstool down there with Bayonetta is very threatening.
yeah, I think that might be a couple missed footstools.
That might be it.
And it would kill in the right position here.
Just once again, utilizing that Nikita. Of course, if Lima was playing against MVD a lot yesterday, got a lot of practice around Nikita. Great stall with the nair. The downer literally exactly out of range of that up tilt.
Yeah, that was actually
beautiful.
That was the first down air I liked, I'll be honest.
Very results-based. And right now, it seems like Lima has had to really change up his game plan at this third stock because it's just, once you're down, the whole ball game is different. Like, you have to find more interactions favoring you, and when you die at 70%, it is not something that is a small undertaking to be able to come back from.
Ooh, the turnaround down tilt from Lima was so crispy right there, but too aggressive on the landing. AC is going to heat check you every time with that up tilt. And San Diego's own Snake is going to go up 2-1 in the set.
One more to put Lima into loser's bracket, the first match of top 48. It's going to be a hell of a loser's run from either of these players. Neither one of them want to go down there. Like Jet mentioned earlier, filled with sharks today. So
Sharks
many people
in the waters.
Blood in the water here. More to come.
Oh, we will see as we go to game 4. And, I mean, AC shows up at majors too, right? Like, I feel like every time I see AC at a major, it's like, oh, we got this upset win and this upset win. And I'm like, at what point is it not an upset anymore? Like,
well, to be fair, AC is pretty much one of the most consistently performing SoCal players out of region. Like, oftentimes, he'll outperform people ranked above him in the SoCal PR, but he'll still be the highest placement at that big tournament.
Yeah,
and
that's like literally a meme that AC will outplace Chase at like majors.
yeah.
Because he's like not even number one in San Diego, but still
But
outplacing him.
that's what you get from a veteran, right?
Yeah.
AC has been around the block for a long time, and that kind of consistency you can expect. And we will be consistent with our stage counter picks
That's
as
always
well.
such a funny combo. I'm sorry.
I love it too.
Up
No,
to
I'm
and
with
zero
you.
kills me.
It kills
a lot of
character
people.
are you playing?
Yeah.
What? What's the damage ratio?
Oh man.
All right. Well, AC off to the hot start right here on FD. I don't remember if this is how things started in that game too, as well, because again, I think that this is really about Lima gets one hit, gets the juggle like this, right? And this is where he really starts making his money.
Air dodge from AC immediately.
Yeah, not being able to get much out of that, just the single hit, but sometimes you got to take those. It's not always about the big combos. Sometimes these nickels and dimes can add up to a whole dollar.
I think also it's been really impressive, the adaptation from both players around the witch time, where Lima's been throwing out the witch times to punish grenades, and at first he couldn't get any sort of punish because AC would have a defensive option prepped, and now he's starting to track down those defensive options and get even more damage.
Yeah, less about the immediacy and more about the hit after the defensive option of the witch time, which is kind of silly for a counter, but it is the way it's been going.
Well, once again, AC just sticking to that anti-air game here on FD, and that's really just the whole story for both of these characters, right, is that AC wants the anti-airs and Lima wants the juggles, and that's really what it comes down to. It's about popping them up into the air and then doing something about it afterwards.
Should be a kill. No, the grenade's still out. All right, getting the kill nonetheless, but trades 2 grenades hits for it. Not going to be super happy about that one, but definitely have to take it.
Lima trying to maneuver his way around the many grenades at the side of the stage, but AC is spacing them perfectly. And again, he's saying every little bit of chip that I can get is so much better for me than it is for you, because Bayonetta being a light character, Snake being so heavy, and AC being so like raw hit-based in terms of how he's getting his KOs in this matchup.
Yeah, not just that, but it's like up tilt kills 50% earlier than pretty much anything Bayonetta is going to hit. So that percentage just so skewed in favor of Snake in this matchup.
it's definitely like one of the reasons why the matchup is considered very bad for Bayonetta. But okay.
I thought that killed behind the
Yes.
layout.
Sometimes
What was that,
comboing.
AC?
Did he just combo the timeout of C4 into up tilt?
No, he definitely detonated
Oh,
it
he
on
detonated
the
it.
way down.
Okay.
But like, how are you hitting that down tilt, up tilt? He's just comboing everything he can into an up tilt.
I can't believe I've never seen that before, if that's a real thing.
It was,
Like-
definitely looked real. But also, how did he not get hit
How
by
did
the C4?
that is one of the craziest things about this character is that they were like, yeah, for Snake the explosions are smaller. I don't
Yeah,
know why.
Is that
not
true
a-
for
yes.
C4 as
Or-
well?
I-
I know it's true for grenades.
Apparently, it
Yeah.
must be. If it's not, then I don't know how that happened.
All right, and this is so dire for Lima, who is down to basically
Yeah, he's out.
is out.
Lima
Sometimes
knows that that's kind of the end of it, right? Is that look, if you got it, you got it. If you don't got it, you don't
At that
got
point,
it.
he's just icing the SoCal crowd. You guys don't get to pop off. I'm done.
Yeah.
You're not popping off over that, at least.
Well,